We went bowling again, had a little fun, and the first thing it starts off with, the very first bowl that I did was 1 pin. Not 2, not a strike, not a gutter, 1 pin. And then it didn't make it no better that the fucking second ball was yet 1 pin again. Like, come on now. I could do better. I'm lying. I suck, okay?
Well, I thought I was gonna kick ass at least this game, but I started off and shit.
Don't keep score because we're gonna sit here and try to figure out how many fucking pins we hit.
I told this nitwit not to keep score because there was no point to keep a score if we was just gonna continuously bowl. But hey, people don't like to listen to me, so you know, I'm gonna just next time just shut my mouth. Wait, I did that this time. Never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna shut my mouth and just let the shit keep going, but I did that this time.
It's starting to happen like the last Wednesday we went bowling. First, we're like doing horrible. And Aaron got mad at me because I was keeping score, but I felt like it was fun. Like, you can't blame me for like wanting to be logical about it. So I figured, why not keep score to see who actually wins this time? So, but other people have their opinions, and I have mine, so.
I haven't had a gutter yet, nigga. Nigga. It's a real nigga turn. Oh my god.
It's back to your turn. It's back to your turn now.
I know.
About the different types of throws and stuff, and that throw that you just seen was pretty much the I don't give a fuck about anything throw.
Bruh.
0.
I mean, you seen that there was 2 pins in the thing, so you can't blame me. I knew I wasn't gonna make it, so there was no point in even trying that time.
I don't give a fuck about anything kind of throw. It's strike 2, ain't it? Got her 5.
This nigga is keeping count.
Because I won't take, okay.
Go.
I honestly thought we were playing this game for fun this time. I didn't think this nigga was going to actually keep track of how many guns that we had again and keep track of how many points that we, what's your bullshit? Guess how many points that we get. I'm sorry, Miss Lizzie. Don't you dare. Okay.
No, the fucking wasn't.
All before.
I believe that number is 6. I believe that number is 6 pins, sir.
Yeah, all before 6, like I said. Okay, so in this group, everyone has their own different type of terminology in this group. So when I said all before pins, I literally knew what number I was going to write on the damn paper. But to some people, they just say, it's 6. Like, I knew that, I just said it in a different type of terminology. I call it Jules Elise. I just made that name up, but that's the type of language I speak.
Yeah, that's not a strike though, so try again.
I dare you to get on the game.
Look, I'm all for dares and shit, but I fucking suck, so don't even try to dare me to do some shit that I know I suck at. You fucking suck! I'm waiting on you.
Don't say it. Let's go.
Oh damn! Did you see that fucking phone? You see that shit?
Okay, so we were just all bowling, right? Obviously, as y'all saw in the video. Basically, minding our own business bowling. And I look over to my right, and I see this one dude just throw his ball with so much, like he did it with the swiftness. Like, I wish I could throw like that, but I suck, obviously.
And done. Yay! See if you can make ourselves.
Hey, straight to gutter! Woo!
What rhymes with butter? You got that gutter.
I can punch you and shit.
Wow, you got me fucked up with this fucking song for real.
Yeah, next we have Essence.
Y'all clearly saw that shit. Like, y'all clearly saw my ball go straight. But then it started veering towards the right or the left or whichever way fucking veer. I'm gonna stop cussing, but whichever way it veered, like, it was going straight, but then it like just made an unexpected ass turn. Like, it wasn't fair. I thought they had plenty of strikes, but that shit, I felt cheated. I felt cheated out of my strike multiple times.
And
You know what's not helping? That's not really not helping. Like, it's honestly not about feelings a little bit for you. I mean, you should be telling Julian next time.
Like I said in my last part, he was legit like pissing me off. Like, I know I sucked, and I just did not need a constant fucking reminder of how much I sucked. I'm sorry for cussing, but I did not need a reminder of that. Like, it was upsetting me a lot, and I really wanted to fucking kill him.
next turn is Essence.
Oh, that was
to fail on the thingamajig.
That's why you need both my hands.
Alright.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Close to finally just ending his bullshit, but I wasn't fast enough. I was so sick.
It was a yes. Let's say fuck point.
I don't think you put any effort into
I told y'all it was bad. I mean, yeah, I was pissed off, but I didn't realize how pissed off I was until I threw the ball. And
I don't think you put any effort into
And my anger really had like that much power. I didn't mean to throw the ball that hard. It's just.
Oh my god! That happened! I'm not here!
Well, that kind of counted as your turn.
Fuck.
Alright. And what the hell? That's definitely a cutaway for this. What went over you? That's the third most unexpected thing I've ever seen. The first time for me was really like, it was on a school field trip where the guy really threw the ball up in the air and it crashed midway through the lane and it kind of cracked the floor. Yikes. And then the second time, King really like, okay, Marlon throws the ball first and then King throws the ball afterwards. Like, what the fuck? Got this, sis. Why? Hey, Sean, you was a trip, I swear. For that ball just to go to the other leg like that, it was hilarious. I'm sorry, it was hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh man.
Anger, okay? I was upset.
But you gotta go
that
because
was your fucking head and I threw it.
but you still gotta go because it went to the other lane, so that don't count.
No, yes it does.
Bro, that's like the fourth most fucked up thing that has ever happened since like I've been bowling in general. Like, first it was that one time at it's a small story. First it was the first time when I was at CJ Barrymore's and somebody bowled right behind the person and basically broke the whole entire section of CJ Barrymore's. And the other two times pretty much happened like back when I went bowling in Detroit. And wait, I said 4? I meant 3. And this was the third. I can't believe she threw the ball to the other lane. That shit was yikes.
And that. Yes, it does. It's the rules. If it don't hit no,
We gotta go again.
that's the exception. I never saw nothing like that. Somewhere around here, somewhere. So we have our first dodgeball tournament coming up, and it's this Sunday. We have a lot of new people that are on this team, and they might get a chance to play the tourney. And then the vets might get a chance to play. So we're participating against like 3 or 4 different schools. So I'm really hoping to be on the roster this time. If not, I'll just be there for support like I always do. After all, I only got on the roster 3 times last year, but I'm looking to increase that number. But anything can happen. This game went okay. So on the camera you can actually see our team, but you can't see the other team, and I'll work on it. I'll work on it in a future episode. But anyway, there's a lot of new people on this team, and a lot of new people can throw in unpredictable ways. So that's one thing I have to look out for. It got real intense. Like, I never expected a dodgeball match to go through like that before. So if you play close attention, you can see like a lot of shouting and a lot of yelling. And that's one of our tactics that we use in dodgeball in order to improve and to better. But sometimes it can be a little too extreme, but hey, it's tough love, so I can't blame them.
If you caught the ball that hit you, would you still been out?
No, if it's a catch, as long as it doesn't hit. Yeah, if it's a catch before it hits the ground, if somebody else catches it, then it's a team catch where we still bring somebody in, but the thrower doesn't come out. But if it hits my ball and pops up, only I can catch it. It's still, hey, Dalen, if it pops like off your ball and you catch it, is that team catch or is that a live catch?
That's catch. It's live up, still up.
But team. catch. Like, nothing. Yeah. I didn't know if it was your catch or a team catch. Oh yeah. Yeah. So if you blocked off the ball.
That was so unexpected. So I go to throw the ball. The guy almost throws it at my face and it grazes the top of my hair. So I had to put it in emergency panic mode. So I had to literally duck on the floor. And to be honest, that really hurt my ass. And I don't know if anybody was paying attention to that, but that hurt my ass. And I was just like, well, goddamn, go take my face off. Even though it happened all last year, and I'm still mad at them, but I ain't gonna force on it too much.
God damn! I seen a couple times where Juju went to extreme pain, but this was just too funny. Bro, why you coming on the floor like that? I'm sorry. Juju, you know I love you, bro. God damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. I really... I ain't back in shit. Again, sorry for the camera shaking and all of that, but anyway, Payton joins in this game, and boy, he was in his natural element, and that's kind of like the perfect example on how he plays and how we all should play, but none of us can do that yet. But he's a good captain. I have to actually say that. He tries to help everybody in their time of need, especially me. But God damn. Watch Payton. But in his element, he's focused, he's determined, and he does not play. He has the strength of 1,000 people all at once. That arm is just like a rocket, just you can literally hear the wind coming off of it when you don't get hit by it, but you can hear the wind coming off your hair and off your ears. That's how fast he throws. I think he throws 90 miles an hour, but I could be wrong. Just because I got my ass out. they're coming. Did anybody want to do any cutaways? I think it's y'all guys on film. Oh, this is bathroom.
I need to know who's going to be there 100% right now. Okay, so please contact. Yes.
Do you want the people that already confirmed on Facebook to come tell you again?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be great. Other than that, we're going to bring in vets, stay in here for like another 5 minutes. Everybody else, if you're not going to be there, go home, have fun. If you are, we're going to stay
Have a
up
good
here for a
weekend.
minute or two so I can get your name and phone number. Okay? Please do that.